I'm trying to. All right. What the hell? Okay, hold on a second here. I'm gonna try to do this so I can read what the hell's going on, because I can't read shit. Okay. All right. So this is all the only way I can do this. I'm trying to figure out how to get my phone to not fall over. Anyway, all right. Doing okay here. Just kind of trying to get used to this. There's got to be another way to fucking do this. You know what? Fuck it. How are you guys doing? So, yeah, I mean, they haven't done the stay in place thing yet, where you can't leave at all except to go to the store, you know, the bathroom, or but that's probably coming. So, um, oh, you're in Kirkland. Hi. How's it going? Are you locked at home already? Uh, oh, hi. Hi, Teresa. Tried to call you. Where are you, Marina? I'm locked at home for a whole. Spain. Yeah, it looks like the statistics from Spain are not looking good. Do you know people that have gotten sick? I know it's not the best topic, and I wanted to play some guitar too, so I just thought I'd say hi. I have been working on a lot of songs. Oh, thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. I have to look at my computer so I can read. It's easier this way. I can read the comments. I gotta figure out how to put my phone somewhere I won't fall over. It's a little frustrating. Um, a little sick, but he's better now. Yeah, let's talk about anything else. Yeah, yeah, I know. I mean, it's kind of how it is here. Like, I just uh Tansy, I just started charging my battery in my van. Started charging my battery in my van, and um, fuck, I can't do this, man. It's fucking ridiculous. I have no good setup for going live right now at all. The bonus about this one is it's not limited, so I can have a semi, you know, semi good connection, but it phases out now and then. Um, but yeah, so and just kind of yeah, yeah, probably kind of like what you guys are feeling. It's a little overwhelming, and there's a lot of weirdness involved, obviously. Um, and let's see, you guys are writing anything? I'm kind of tired. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping as my sleep is over. Well, paper cup. Hmm. No, that won't work. Stand out of a paper clip. Hmm. You know what I do? Hold on a second. Maybe this will work. Where's that at? I think I have one of those. Oh, now I can't find it when I need it. Damn it, Janet. Where is it? I have a phone. What the fuck is that? Oh, help me look. All right. Come on, you guys. Help me look. Help me look. Where's it at? Come on, Perky. Use your heavy metal brain. Use your metal head. All right. Get on it. Jack, where are you? Help. All right. Nobody's helping. And I sure can't help myself. All right. Anyway. All right. So what are you guys talking about? Let's see. Hi. Welcome to the end of the world. Well, that's nice. Time to consider Jesus maybe, huh? Yeah. Time to consider Buddhism. Time to consider whatever, man. Go consider yourself. How about that? Let's see. I went a few weeks ago and punch in the gut. He's somewhere safe, I'm sure. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Rocky Horror. Who's Boomer? Boomer. I don't see a Boomer. No, if let's see. This is health review. I'm not gonna kick anybody out. They can kick themselves out. Just kick yourself in your dick. I don't care. I have no patience right now. Like this is the no patience perky. So um I, when it comes to deleting people, um you know, whenever somebody says something negative or something like that, it's your own it's actually what's happening in yourself. So when somebody posts something that is ridiculous, that's coming from inside. So that's your stuff, buddy. You want to project it at me, you can, but it's coming from you. You have not touched a woman in years. Uh, why would even, I mean, do you, do you really like, is this like what you enjoy doing? It's kind of funny. It's like Amelia. Actually, keep going. Bring it. Bring it. You know, um, the the reality is you have some stuff to deal with, and that's okay. I think we all do, right? I can't even read your name, buddy. This is part of the deal. Inner conflict creates anger. It creates bitterness, and it creates your bitterness. So if you're bitter and you're bitter towards me for any reason, that's coming from inside you. That's one of the most important things you can learn. If you can even understand English, I hope you can. Because if you can, then I hope that makes sense. It'll help you. Am I a virgin? Why does it even matter? Why is that important to you? Why don't you tell me that? You're a lonely old man and your time is coming. Yeah, so is yours. Are you there forever, Amelia? Tell me that. Come on, bring it. Are you immortal, Amelia? Are you immortal child? See, this is what Facebook or YouTube has gotten to, or Facebook has become YouTube with video, really. This is it. You know what, Amelia? I'm 51 and I'm healthy. So, you can project all your negativity at me that you want. I don't really care. You think I care? You know? I don't. I'm keeping you on here. If I really cared, I'd delete you, and I don't really care. All right. I just wanted to come on here. I just wanted to come on here and see what would happen, really. How can you even see me? It's dark. Amelia, where are you from? Let's hear about you. Tell me, if you find me so interesting, is that all? You want to know about me? Is that it? Am I extremely interesting to you? You know, I'm engaging right now because I'm not in the happiest moments, you know. Yeah, 16. So if you're really 16 and you're saying what you're saying, That's very selfish. And it's important to look at things in a more compassionate way, overall. If you don't understand that, then I don't know what to say, you know. So this is crazy. We got somebody else that's trying to say my time is coming. My time came a long time ago. You guys, you don't understand. I was happy when I turned 40. All right? Actually, and you're incorrect that I'm a boomer. I'm actually considered Generation X. So fuck you. What the fuck are you, anyway? What the fuck did they call you? Person born in 2004? What are you? What are you? Bring it. Bring it, Emily. Bring it. What are you? No, I actually have a girlfriend, and she's on here right now. She's watching everything that you're saying. Millennial? No, if you're born in 2004, you're not a millennial. You're a centennial? Is that right? Centennial? Assholio? Wow. You're a bitter woman at 16. Bitter. Yeah, I should play some guitar. Granddaddy's a good band, actually. You should listen to Granddaddy. They're damn good. These are a bunch of new ideas. Hey, it's okay, you guys. I really don't mind if. Actually, I like to see what people post. You know, the the only thing that upsets me is the ignorance. You know, the ignorance of however old you are. That's really it. You know, um, because it's a way of projecting your own inner anger, your own inner bitterness and hatred. And it's interesting to watch. I like to read everything you guys are writing. Everything. Because it's a reflection. It's a reflection of, however old you are. I'll call you kids if you're actually 16, because that's probably proper. You're definitely acting like kids, I would say. I mean, not that all kids act like that, but you know, it's pretty realistic. Well, no, but saying somebody, do I like to be degraded? I mean, no. But do I take it um, as an insult? No, not at all. That's not being degrading. It's just like actually all you're doing is reflecting your inner anger. And if you don't understand that, then go stand in front of a mirror and go, I'm reflecting my inner anger. And then you'll get it, Maybe it'll help. Because that's about the only way you'll understand it. Is if you reflect anger on anybody else and think that you're looking for a reaction is what you're looking for. See, I'm not going to give you the reaction you want. You know, um, I'm going to give you some advice, and you can follow it or not. Really. Um, there you go. You want to talk about politics? Bring it. Am I a Democrat or Republican? I'm neither, because that is an ideological stance, and calling yourself either one of those only gives you two choices, right? Do I support Israel? I don't. I also I'll say this. I also support Palestine. You know, I don't I don't support any country bombing another country to gain control. How about that? Um, it's okay. I mean, that's nice of you sticking up for me, talking about Kurt. But at this point, I mean, I'm not trying to impress anybody with that. I'm happy to talk about whatever. Any Nirvana related stuff is cool. I'm into talking about whatever. I think it's fascinating to see what comes through. There is a lot of there's a lot of anger, and I'm not gonna hold anything against you guys. In fact, I think it's important to learn. If you can learn and change from something that's inspiring you, that's a good thing. You know, we all, and this is a really tense time for everyone. you know? And I think that it's important to take that into consideration, no matter who you like or you dislike or you think is old and gonna die or you think is, some stupid musician or whatever. It's like those are all just ridiculous judgments, you know. They're only coming from the person that is reflecting them. And it's sad when somebody has to take that and it can hurt. I'm not going to let it hurt me, you know. Um I have enough pain from losing my mom, That's, I mean, that's enough for the rest of my life. So, not much else can hurt me, so good luck. Yeah, I've been working on a lot of new songs. Um, you know. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing you don't really get it. Like everybody has parents, And those of you on here listening to me, you have both your parents alive, and if you like your parents, you wait until you lose one of your parents. You don't know. You don't know until you lose a parent. And then it's a whole new game. You feel like you lost your fucking limbs, man. So, you know, um, yeah, I mean, it's something to keep in mind, you know. Um, but why? Why would you care, really? You know? Yeah, you start saying racist shit, and I'm gonna delete you. That's the end of the game. I'll accept a lot, but if you're a racist little fucker, then bye bye. Anybody else racist little fuckers? Want me to delete you? You can call me old boomer. I'm gonna die, whatever. But you start talking about, um, anything racist and hey, Jose. No, I mean, as rude as you guys were being, and you're saying sing a song for Palestine. I don't think you're funny. Lithuania, right on. Actually, Kurt smoked. Well, I bummed cigarettes from him a few times. When I remember him smoking menthols. I mean, that was like in 89, 90. You know, that's the last cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah, he smoked menthols for sure. I bummed menthols off him. Yeah, I'm happy to talk about, you know, I mean, Nirvana related stuff. Um, I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this at this point. I want to show you a painting I did. Yeah, right on. Send me a painting. That's totally cool. I have been to the Mopop. Yeah, a couple times. It's been a while. Yeah, I sold three of four of the tapes. Yeah, that guy. That's the guy that bought it from me. I sold it for way less. I sold it for a realistic price. He's trying to sell it for way too high. No, 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 no. Kurt, I never saw it. There was only the time when he hit the bouncer with his guitar, um, in Dallas. I never saw Kurt fight like that. No. I mean, my favorite Nirvana song kind of changes. I really like even in his youth, Sappy, Paper Cuts, Big Long Now, Pen Cap Chew. Um, I have seen the Dwarves play. Yeah, like once or so. Unbelievable, man. Some real. Where did they come from? I I This guitar right here is Takamine. It's a Martin lawsuit, like a Martin copy. Yeah, see, it's actually nice out today too. I was thinking about walking around Titlow, maybe briefly. I mean, they don't really want you going anywhere except, and go for a walk and stuff. So, hey, remember that show, the Busher? Yeah, the bouncer, Bush, the bouncer pushed. Yeah, yeah. There's an interview. There's a video about that in the interview with that guy. Actually, when I was in a band, we stayed at his house. That bouncer dude. I did a video about that. Showed some pictures that I took at the house. He collected bones, like animal bones. Yeah, I was actually Kurt inspired me to um, write songs too. I mean, I wrote songs before that, but he really inspired me to, you know, I mean, how could you not be inspired by Kurt, you know? I mean, you know, it's like I can only imagine, I know how I felt. I'm sure I I I think I'm still inspired by them, but not the same. I mean, back in 1988, I was like, because it was exactly those guys were playing exactly the type of stuff I liked because I was definitely into early metal and into, really heavy stuff, Sabbath, and punk rock, of course. So, those guys were a perfect mixture of everything. Yeah, Metal Church. The first Metal Church album is really good. Yeah, I mean, just imagine how many people that haven't been that have been inspired by Kurt and Nirvana, and I mean, even bands that I mean, just even inspired in like multiple, I mean, they could already be like a band like Green Day or something, I mean, they're already doing their own thing, and then they, you know, like you wouldn't imagine that Billy was inspired by Nirvana. I'm not even sure if he was, but I'm guessing. I mean, how could you not be? I mean, that's yeah. I don't know. This is I my phone keeps going offline. I might have to shut this down. Um, yeah, I like both No Effects and the Muffs, though both those bands I'm not a huge fan of, but you what I've read, Baby Baby, is that this virus has just mutated over the last and every, you know, so many years it's mutated into something else. So the fact that it's whatever this is out here, I mean in the world, it could just mutate again and, you know, so I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah. I was a little frustrated. I've been a little frustrated today. You guys have actually helped me um help my mood in a good way. Even all those kids thought that they were going to do just the opposite. You guys didn't. Nice try. I'm not easily badgered. Do you know how much about have you met? Yeah, I've talked, well, friends with Matt Lucan and um, Mark Arm. I've talked to quite a few times. You know, I can't say that. I mean, it's like obviously I recognize him and know his name when I see him. He always is like, this is like, oh yeah, you were in, okay, oh hey, it's like that. Like he kind of recognized me and remembers me from somewhere. But I knew Matt good back then, and I've actually talked to Matt um, in the last few years. But yeah, I could consider Matt an old friend. Really, we just we've never been really close friends, but I mean it's you know most definitely friends. My favorite lyrics by Kurt. Well, that's pretty hard, man, because there's a lot. See, this is the thing. I have a heart. Yes, I do know Dale. I've seen Dale within the last little over a year. I've been able to hang out with Dale and talk to him for a bit twice, which is which is great because I don't see Dale very much. The situation in Tacoma is interesting. It's kind of questionable right now. I kind of feel like probably there's people with the virus wandering around. I think you're pretty safe if you're, being clean and all that, and not being around too many people. I'm guessing. Um, but they closed a lot of places. Like the fact that there's still anything open is surprising. Besides the necessities. How much did Kurt smoke? I pretty average. He wasn't like a chain smoker that I remember. I mean, honestly, we couldn't really afford to chain smoke back then. Even that cigarettes were cheap, it's still like at $2 a pack or whatever. It's still like, believe it or not, in 1988 or whatever, it was still like that was a lot to spend on cigarettes at that time. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Could a dog maybe? I don't know. Lithuania, it's in Lithuania. It's quarantine. Everyone just needs to stay home. Yeah, my phone is cutting out, but I figured I'd keep this up for a little while. Um, it's kind of hard to. You ever talk to Courtney L. After? No, I have not talked to Courtney after Kurt's death. I've only two times, just the two times that I saw them play. December of '91 and December of '93. Oh no, sorry, Paramount. It was the backstage of the Paramount and December '91. She wasn't there at the Salem show. Yeah, weed was popular in these. Weed was like huge underground, huge in the Northwest. Everybody smoked weed. All the musicians, and I mean, yeah, most definitely. What do I think Kurt's reaction would be? Um, Probably similar to Chris's. I haven't looked to see what Chris. He would be like uh, shocked. He's a pretty, he's an intelligent person. So, like I kind of see it like, man kind of deserves it in a way. Like he's brought him. Humans have brought it on themselves. I mean, it's only 60 years ago that humans created nuclear weapons that could kill everybody on the planet, and people are very reckless. They're very reckless and selfish to one another, and this is over quite a few years, really the last 100 years. But things have gotten to a crucial point, and this is it. You know, this is like an example of what happens when people are not kind and compassionate to each other. Really, you're just going to, when you act out of your own selfish desire and your you know knee jerk anger and selfishness and bitterness, it's all gonna backfire. It's all gonna backfire, guys. And that's really what we're seeing. My feeling is, I don't know if this is. I have a feeling it might be like biological terrorism, but be it biological terrorism or a mutated virus, it's still, the effects are the same. In, in a sense, it doesn't matter. Will we ever know? No, I mean, it really is like, in a sense, it's kind of the perfect weapon, to do this type of thing, because it can't really be traced, I don't think. I mean, there's words about it being from China and being from, labs, but I mean, that probably is the case, but it sure spread quick. I mean, that's the strange thing. It's like, good God, spreading that quick means it's very contagious, right? Yeah, I am in a band, well, two bands. I'm in a band called Guest List and a band called The Spins. If we ever play again, I hope so. Uh, so I'm trying to keep up here. Let's see. Oh, let's see here. See if I can do this. how many nuclear bombs in the U.S. arsenal do you think still work? Probably at least 1,000. I'm sure there's enough bombs in the U.S. arsenal to blow up the planet, and that's just the arsenal. Let's see. It's nuts how much it's spreading. Yeah, I mean, it really, the important thing to understand is if, it probably just is a mutation. I wouldn't doubt it, but it sure fucking increased from SARS. That's a fucking big increase. I mean, there was only eight. So this is quite an extreme change. It's a really good interview, actually. Um, he doesn't really say a whole lot new, but he does answer questions. And he shares some phone stuff. Yeah, yeah, that interview's good. Um, has the world has many souls that don't have one. What do I miss about the 80s and 90s? Um, I think something that I'm feeling, that's really, it's only really the last 10 years, I would say. I would say the cutoff is about 2010 when um, entertainment got so powerful with everything, with Netflix, Amazon took off. Our cell phones are fucking monstrously smart. Um, the focus more digital focus on digital entertainment since 2010 is increased tenfold, and it's powerful, and it's not all negative. But in the 80s and 90s, I get more sidetracked now, on songs for 12 hours, hours and hours, day after day after day. I was in bands that would practice like shit, man, every day of the week at times, Laughter Train. Shit, we practiced 5 to 7 days a week, it seemed like every day, you know. Um, and, bands even like and just, yeah. So it's really the last 10 years, the last 10 years, um, I'm answering the question about what do I miss about the 80s and 90s, to me, to, to me, that inspiration, that like the where I'm that's what I'm doing no matter what, and I'm doing it for a long time. Yeah, anyway, it's hard to get there sometimes now, I mean, I'll work on songs for like an hour, or maybe two. When I can start recording, I can record for 4 hours, but it's changed a lot, you know I don't know if Kurt was into paganism and tarot cards and stuff. I'm not sure. And Kurt was interested in Zen Buddhism more than him about it. He never went to a meeting with me. Though I had meetings at my house in Tacoma all the time, but I had heard that he went to a meeting. He for sure went to a Nichiren Shoshu meeting in Olympia. And Courtney is currently that type of Buddhist, and so is Eric Erlandson and some other people. By the way, I want to say I don't think Eric Erlandson had anything to do with Kurt's death, like some people were saying. I really, really, really doubt that. And this is like, I mean, hearing from somebody that I know that was around Eric a lot at that time, and Eric is he's a good guy, I mean, people, make him out to be like Courtney's little monster or something, and it's like, what bullshit, man. I don't believe that for a second. Though I did hear from this person that whenever Courtney walked into a room, no matter who was, everybody would always feel like the boss is here, and I thought that was interesting. It's like, oh, shh, the boss is here. Like, oh my god. And I guess she's pretty annoying to be around at times. Yeah, Courtney's a Nichiren Shoshu Buddhist. I don't know. Dylan's just playing music. I think he's a little overwhelmed, like, cause he's been tracked by crazies for so long, and finally, Tom, thank you for saying, look, Dylan did. I don't think Dylan has anything to do with it. Tom needs to say that shit. You know, um, the fact that he thinks Eric has something to do with it, I don't like. I think that's crap. Yeah, that's something about the '80s. Well, there just wasn't as many bands, Travis. Really, in a sense, it's like when there was a new band in Tacoma, I knew who they were, and I'd usually go see their practice. I mean, if there was a new punk band or something, I knew the bands in town. There wasn't a punk band in 1988 that I didn't know, really. I mean, um, there may have been one or two, but I knew the original metal, like good speed metal bands and punk bands in Tacoma, all of them, you know. Um, and the bands, I mean, that's like for me being on a quest to find really good original music. I mean, hearing Nirvana, it was a no-brainer. I mean, it was like, wow, fuck yeah. And then Dale's recording with him, what the fuck yeah. Fuck, I mean, it's beyond my expectations back then. When I heard them, it was like, holy shit. So I went to every show, really, every local show I could get into and get to where I wasn't working. Sometimes I had to work, so I missed a couple. But most of the early Nirvana shows that were local, I got into, but not the bars because I wasn't old enough. They only played bars a couple times though. They played the Vogue. I didn't get to go to that one. I did not know Lane Staley though. My girlfriend, uh, Tansy, Tansy hung out with Alice in Chains and actually, are you still on here, Tansy? We can get Tansy to chime in here. Tansy. Oh, you're in trouble. You had told me, so Tansy's gonna share what she remembers, if she will. I think she probably will. Um, so I'll keep my mouth shut for a second. I can even probably interview her sometime, but I don't know if she'd really want to do that. She might. So be patient. She's yes, Tansy's the gardener. Let's see, is my phone still okay? Tansy, you still with us? Oh, she's typing probably. Anyway, yeah, I saw Alice in Chains at one time, and they blew. Did you want to share any Alice in Chains stories, Tansy, that you remember from Alki? She might just have her phone on her right now, so it might be hard to type very much. Anyway, I have not heard the Deviants. I mean, I like the first two Alice in Chains albums. I think both the first two albums are pretty much really good albums. They were horrible live back then though. It really, for what was around, I mean, comparably, there was really good like punk and heavy rock bands. Oh, her phone's lagging. So anyway, she said that she was friends with the drummer, I think, and she'd go and hang out at the Alice in Chains house on Alki. I love All Bets on Death. Um, and I guess they were just. It sounds like they were not the not really the coolest dudes to hang out with. And anyway, Dead Vibrations. I have not. Oh, there you go. She goes. They certainly thought a lot of themselves. So there's Tansy's response about Alice in Chains. Yeah, they were early Northwest rock stars, and you know it's um, a little conceited, I guess. And I would think a lot of my yeah, hey, there's always that. Yeah, yeah, it's true. Egos and rock and roll. You're correct, you guys. I can't overjudge Alice in Chains when they were new rock stars for living it up and being you know but being a woman in that time, Tansy uh, experienced something a little bit different, and she's a very beautiful woman. So I saw Lane ask someone to pick the fleece out of the cat. Well, there you go. There you go. Oh, brother. Uh, um, did you ever see Demery with him? Oh, that's probably for Tansy. I don't know Demery. Um, yeah, the Rockstar. Yeah, I mean, it was happening a lot. Actually, now that I think about it, I had friends though. Um, I'd say there. Tansy says Jerry was the most chill and a good frisbee player. Actually, I went to elementary school and grew up. One of my best friends when I was a little kid, so we're going way back. His name's Gary, and he was in Diamond Lie, and he's a ripping like um, Van Halen type guitarist, really good guitarist, and he was in another butt rock band in Tacoma called Jinx, but he was in Diamond Lie. I think it was right after Jerry or before at some point. Um, yeah, well, you certainly don't want to move to Seattle now. It's a they're actually boarded up shit. I mean, that's crazy. The shit's getting boarded up because it's closed for long enough, and cops are not really out. So it's nuts. People are buying guns like crazy, and you know, maybe because of all this craziness, at some point, rents will go down, and um, maybe rent will actually go down here. That would be great. I'd be super happy if rent came because I want a house so I can record live drums. If I could record live drums, that would be nuts. I would be like recording constantly. But I have like a new electronic drum kit that's pretty decent. I get some pretty good sounds out of it. I'll be sharing some stuff before too long. Yeah, I don't know about martial law. That's interesting thought. You know, if shit happens here like China, yeah, it might be. Um, I'm charging the battery on my van right now, so I can easily move my van with stuff if need be, um, quick. I kind of feel like I don't think I'm don't freak out, Tansy. I'm not like you know, but um, I do kind of feel like I want to escape this area. Can't help it. So I'm doing what I would do, and getting my. I do have a bandana. Tansy has a mask for me, so I need to get that, and it is an N95. Um, I'm barely going anywhere. Like literally, I go to the store right when it opens. You know. Yeah, I mean, if the millennials and centennials, they're gonna have some sad days coming up if they don't take this seriously and they have, when they lose family, they're gonna it changes your life. I mean, they just don't know. They don't care. In fact, they probably were like, well, I'd be happy if they're. Well, it's a whole different story, and it happens. So I'm an introvert by nature anyway, so I'm good with it. Yeah, I don't I really I like, especially like right now the weather's super nice here, so I mean the weather's just changing here, like 60 degrees. So that's tough for Washingtonians because when that happens, it's like, wow, hell yeah, it's time to get out and do something, right? So it's a little hard. Yeah, I could imagine the heat will dissipate the virus. That makes sense. And if it doesn't, then I don't know, man. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. That's craziness if it doesn't. So, but here, weather can be up in the air until June, really. So, I mean, um, it seems like California is pretty warm right now. It should be, right? So, I don't know. I wonder how the homeless. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, that's a real, serious concern. We are not on lockdown yet, though I have no doubt it will be. Oh, if we need a place to crash in Phoenix. All right. Cringy. Send me your contact info on my email. Actually, there's One of the places I was thinking about going was Tucson, actually. No, I'm probably not going to go to New York anytime soon, but Tucson um, is a good possibility. I've liked Tucson for quite a while. You know, there's also another little hidden city that family lives in, and that's always a possibility to get away. It's way out in the middle of nowhere. And if I was super healthy, no problem. They'd probably let me come out and hang out there. So that's a possibility. Wow. 56, that's about what it was. It was probably a little colder here, but it's probably in the 50s now here, which is good. That's warm for this time of year. All right, you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for coming and saying hi. You know, it's it's a downer that people, kids, it looks like, are doing that. I'm not letting it bother me. It's a little like disturbing if that's really how kids are acting. Yikes. All right, you guys, take care.